What's going on, family? We are officially on the journey to 1 million subscribers, and my team and I are giving away $30,000 to help you pay off your consumer debt. That's right. 3 E3 community members will each get $10,000 to wipe out their consumer debt. Now, do you want in? It's simple. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my email list by going to anthonyoneal.com and clicking on the Join the Community tab. That's 100% it. Check this out. At 940,000 subscribers, we're surprising one lucky person live on my show with the first $10,000, and we're going to give that person a financial makeover before paying off their debt. So, before we get to today's show, hit that subscribe button and let's hit it 1 million strong before my birthday, July 1st. All right? Love you all. Let's get to the show.
Maybe arguably one of the greatest of all time, Kirk Franklin, he once told me this.
Yeah.
He said, as long as there's tension, you're probably okay. The tension between ministry and business.
Okay.
Chances are, if you are 100%, oh man, I just only care about the money, I only care about this contract, blah, blah, you're missing it.
Okay.
But also, if you're just thinking, hey, I just want to, just pour out everything and blah, 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 then you're probably missing some opportunities as well. And so, but as long as there's this tension of, man, I should probably not do this because it's gonna drain me and it's not gonna actually help my bottom line. It's not gonna help me pay the bills. But on this other hand, maybe I should do this because it's gonna mean a lot to this community. It's gonna mean a lot to the impoverished here. It's gonna mean a lot to just representing God well. As long as you have that tension going on and you're constantly, kind of deciding and trying to stay balanced in that world, then you're probably gonna be all right. It's never gonna feel, for lack of better words, there's a part of it that feels a little like, as a Christian, like cringy. Like there's a part that's like, I want the Grammy, but I feel like I'm not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? It's man, I want to have nice things. I want to make money. I want to be able to decide to go here or here based off of they're giving 5,000 more. Or you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to decide that, but also I know that that's not the end all be all. And that there is another criteria that us as men of God, as Christians, as ministers, there's another criteria we're supposed to add to this equation of the yes or the no. And so I think that as long as there's tension there, and I mean, of all the advice, I think we look for advice to tell us exactly what to do. And they just give us the formula. Hey, if it gives you 40% of your monthly income, go. Who cares who's there? You know what I'm saying? Or if the pastor looks really humble and he's crying and really asking, then please go. Whatever it is, we look for that answer that's just gonna tell us objectively, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. But I think that the truth of the matter is there's always a tension. There's always the man wants to do this, the man of God wants to do this, the family man that has dependents wants to do this. Holding all that in balance, I think, is the journey. That is the walk. And we don't always make the best decisions. And sometimes we do get lifted too high off a Grammy or crash too low off a Grammy loss. But that tension, I think, is part of the working out your own salvation in fear and trembling.
I had a young lady ask me, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, she jumped on our live show where I do Q&As, and she said, Anthony, I have this tension. I work she has a full-time job and another part-time job. She does about $100,000 a year. Loves it. She says, but for the last 2 years, God has been calling me into ministry full-time. She said, Anthony, I gotta go from making 100,000 to making 48,000. Because she said that I feel as if God is calling me back into colleges, because she said that studies show that when young people give their life to Christ in college, they tend to stay with Christ a little bit longer. And I said, okay. I said, but going from 100,000 to 48,000.
It's scary.
I'm like, is that God? It's like, does God really want you? Because that means your entire life has to change. That's not okay, I'm changing job and maybe I gotta start eating out. That's you gotta move.
Yeah.
You gotta change your entire life. And she said, and yes, I'm feeling that tension. Like, I don't want to tell God no because I want to make money. But then I don't want to tell God yes because I'm going to be stressing. And when I stress, I can't really serve God. So I'm curious, bro, what would you tell her in that situation if you were on that call with her?
That's tough.
What would you tell her? Do it, don't do it, find it in between? Because here's the thing you need to know. She can raise her own money. So it's not a salary, but she has to go out there and raise her money. So she can raise more than $48,000. But for the first 2 years, the organization, her church, guarantees her $48,000.
Gotcha.
But she has to raise the rest and raise more.
Yo, what's going on, family? Let's talk about taxes real quick. Hey, listen, I know it can be stressful, it can be confusing, and a serious headache. But what if I told you that my people over at Redefine Revenue have already helped their clients get back millions of dollars, almost $1 million in tax returns? Yeah, I said it. That's real money back in their pockets where it belongs. You see, Redefine Revenue isn't just about filing taxes. They're about keeping more of your hard-earned money, planning for your future, and actually helping you understand what's happening with your finances. Let me break it down for you. You see, more savings, they will find deductions and credits most people will miss. Less stress, no more last-minute panic or guessing games. Year-round financial wellness. They'll help you stay ahead with expert tax planning, personalized advisory services, and financial education. So if you're a business owner, a freelancer, or just tired of overpaying on taxes and want to minimize your refund, this is for you. Listen, do you want to make tax season easy and keep more of your money? Then hit up my friends over at anthonyoneal.com/file taxes and let Redefine Revenue handle the rest. And because you're rolling with me, when you sign up using my link, you'll get access to an exclusive bonus ebook called A Guide to Managing Expenses. They'll send it straight to your inbox. But do not wait until the last minute. Every single day you delay could be costing you money. Click the link now and start saving today. Trust me, you'll wish you did this sooner. Here's the deal. Smart taxes equal more money in your pocket. Redefine Revenue helps you build wealth, not just file taxes. Let them maximize, I'll say this again, let them maximize your return and elevate your revenue. Visit anthonyoneal.com/file taxes. All right, let's get to today's show.
Woo!
Because she's climbing, man. She's climbing.
That's tough. That's really tough. And here's the thing. As much as money is important,
Yeah.
we have to always remind ourselves that money is not the end. It's possible means to some ends, but it's not the end. We don't just hoard money for money's sake. But there normally is a core desire, a core need that hopefully consciously, but normally unconsciously, we are really trying to fulfill. And that's why, in the book that I just wrote, I'm very much trying to get people back in touch with the son or the daughter that's underneath the boss, underneath the pastor, underneath the artist. Because when it's based on artist and pastor terms, of course you have to make a decision that is based off of the health of the pastor or the artist, the financial health, the commercial health. But if you go back to just being a son, if you go back to just being a daughter, what is all this for anyway? What sense of belonging are you working for? What sense of security do you really need? What sense of authority is going to make you feel finally powerful again to match maybe the powerless years that you had younger? And so I think that for me, I would really question what she's aiming for. Because that will determine what she's happy with. Would you rather live a little more comfortably and first of all, I would say this, certainty is very uncertain.
Yep.
So either way is a faith move.
Yep.
Which one do you want to have faith in?
Facts.
Whatever's paying you $100,000, that could absolutely go, broke next year,
Yep.
next season,
Yep.
in the next recession,
Yep.
or the next correction.
Yep.
Like is that where your faith is, or is your faith in this idea that God is going to carry you through the peaks and valleys of all this? Mm-hmm. And so as I'm speaking, the man immediately says, "Woo, 48 is not gonna cut it," especially if he used to 6 figures.
She's in Virginia.
And Virginia is not the cheapest place to live, and maybe West Virginia you might be a little better off.
Yeah.
but no. So I mean, like, I think the more I talk about it, the more I engage with the son, the more I'd say, all right, Jonathan, take the CEO hat off, take the entrepreneur, I have staff underneath me. Once I take that off, then it's like, wait a minute.
So good.
That is not as certain as I'm declaring it to be anyway. That 100,000 is not as certain as I'm declaring it to be anyway. If those things were so certain,
right,
we wouldn't be going to Anthony O'Neill looking for investment and multiple streams of income. Right. Ecclesiastes wouldn't be talking about invest in 7 ventures, even 8, if this was so dang on certain.
Yep.
And so if we do have faith, then I think we do run after the things that we believe God has told us to do, and trust that He'll provide within that.
No, I 100% agree.
Which is scary.
No, Jonathan,
it's scary.
Real scary.
I ain't trying to say that it's easy.
No. But
or that I would choose it immediately. I would have to fight.
God told me 3 years. Yeah, so I would say 3 years before I left Dave Ramsey. He told me 3 years before then it's time for you to go. And I was scared. I was making a lot of money. I mean, a lot. And it was easy. And it's a great organization to work for. And I'm like, God, this ain't you. Like, I thought it was the devil. I blamed the devil. I was like, man, you crazy. I said, stop trying to act like God. Like, this is good income. I'm helping a lot of people. I'm in a great organization. I'm in a good situation. But God kept pressing me. And then when I listened to you talk, which is why I haven't had a chance to read this book yet, y'all, Before You Climb Any Higher, Valley Wisdom for Mountain Dreams, because I've been out promoting our book the last month and a half, but I need you all to get a copy of this book, because when I'm reading this book, I go to the back of it, which is why I'm saying what I'm saying. He says, we long for mountaintop experiences, but they're difficult to achieve and impossible to maintain without rest, nourishment, and strength found in lush, life-giving valleys. That is so true. And so when I stepped out on faith, I will never forget, man, I've shared this story a couple of times on both of our platforms. But man, I sat down with Darius Daniels on my birthday, July 1st of 2020. And I said, this is what God is telling me, but I'm scared, because the moment I resign, I'm going to lose 75% of my income. And then Darius said, you will lose it, but you will lose it temporarily.
Yeah.
But that requires faith.